welcome to Regional Championship Wrestling. I'm Barry J. Walker, and I'm being joined by the Bodacious Alliance's own Vince Bono. How you doing, Vinny?
Hey, these people in Massachusetts are very lucky that I'm here. Because when I heard about going to Massachusetts, I'm like, why do I want to go to that dump? But anyway, the man is in the ring. The Bodacious pretty boy with the Bodacious boa.
Well, I know he's your boss or whatever, and he's the one that helped get you into the business. But he's stepping into the ring with the mercenary, and that's something that Pretty Boy's gonna probably regret doing.
Oh, I can tell you right now, just by the looks of this guy, the mercenary, he ain't gonna be able to beat the Bodacious Pretty Boy because the Bodacious Pretty Boy has more talent in his little pinky than he has in his whole body.
There you have it, ring announcer mentioning Bodacious Pretty Boy. That's your announcements for the mercenary.
Certified confidential information, the mercenary.
There you have it, the mercenary, who's from this area, and he's going against your leader, the Bodacious Pretty Boy. I don't think Pretty Boy has a chance in this one.
Well, I think you're wrong because the Bodacious Pretty Boy, like I told you before, has more talent than this guy, without a doubt.
Well, we'll find out because you guys don't know much about the mercenary. I do. I know a lot about the man, and he's not here to play games. And if you decide to get up off your chair and head to the ring, he's going to take your head off as well.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm going to sit here and watch the Bodacious Pretty Boy take care of business. Oh, look at this. Look at this.
Nice.
Did you see that? He grabbed the tights.
I didn't see a grabbing of the tights, but I know he grabbed the ropes to break this, and the referee is doing just that as the flow. Oh, what? Bodacious Pretty Boy saying he got his hair pulled. I didn't see that.
Of course you didn't see that. Now he's mad. Now he's mad. Oh boy, here we go.
Well, I can tell you one thing about the mercenary. If he used green paint, wouldn't he be the mask?
Well, if he's from Massachusetts, he has to cover his face.
Well, I'm just saying, if his paint was green, he would look like the mask. His face would be the mask. Oh, look at that. Raked him in the eye, and he's going to the top, and this could be the end already.
Come on, Bodacious. Come on, get up.
Wait, you're not supposed to be cheering. Whoa! It could be over right now.
Come on. Whew. And by the way, that was a little, the referee was counting pretty fast there, don't you think?
I don't think so, but I know these kicks that he's being given is pretty quick. And look at that drop kick, they're right in the corner, no place to go but down. What do you think about your guy now?
Oh, just give him a few minutes.
Yeah,
he'll mess up. The mercenary will mess up.
He's not messing up right here. He hits him with a splash. And he hits him with the splash. It could be over.
Come on.
Oh. Just a 2 count right there. And look, Pretty Boy raking the eyes as usual.
No. He grabbed him by his head.
Uh-oh, look at that. He tried to set him in the rope, but the mercenary smashes his head. Look at that, right in the face.
They're loaded boots. Come on.
And you can see the disgust in the Bodacious Pretty Boy's eyes because this isn't going his way.
He's angry right now. He's going to get in the ring, and he's going to take care of business.
Look at this maneuver. The mercenary grabs his... And he kicked him right in the legs.
What?
Right in the back of the knee. And a headbutt. Right into the... Look, again, another one. Right into the hip area. And he's working on the legs and the hips.
He's trying to put the Bodacious Pretty Boy out by making him not be able to stand.
Well, if that's the case, he's doing a good job then because what's he going to do here? He's crossing his legs together. He's setting him up for some kind of finisher.
Oh, good. He doesn't have it on him all the way. Look at that. He slipped. He slipped.
Oh, it's over.
What?
Pretty Boy taps the mat. The mercenary gets the win.
Oh no, he got ripped off. This is crazy.
All right, we'll see you with more professional wrestling from Regional Championship Wrestling.
Okay, hello everyone, this is Bodacious Pretty Boy, and I'm here with Fritz Cap and this other guy down here. What's your name again?
Cue Ball Jones.
Cue Ball Jones, yeah, that sounds really good. Anyway, Chef Gillespie against the Hungarian Barbraian tonight, Fritz, what do you think?
Well, you got to see veteran in Chef Easy Gillespie going against the Barbraian, who's been in the business for a couple of years. Barbraian does have the power on the side, though.
And he could be a member of the Bodacious Alliance, but I don't want to spread no rumors.
Newark, New Jersey, weighing in at an even 306 pounds, the Hungarian Barbraian.
Okay, here comes the Hungarian Barbraian. As he comes to the ring, like I said, this man, we've been looking at him. I think we want him a part of the Alliance. And anyway, Stosh from Y102, who's up there doing the ring announcing, he has the same haircut you got.
Oh, that's very funny, Bodacious. But if you keep talking like that, you might, instead of getting the Hungarian Barbraian to join the Bodacious Alliance, you just might make him angry enough so he'll grab you, throw you across the ring. This is a guy you don't play around with. He's a good 6'5", 6'6", 260, 270. This guy's a monster. We should have a good match here because DZ is hard to get around. It's hard to get around him. He's a tough guy to throw around the ring and all, but this is one guy who's strong enough to do it.
You got that right. And like I said before, Chef is ring savvy. Probably a little more than a Barbraian. We'll sit here and see right now if he uses all of his wiles that he's learned over the years against the big man.
I can tell you this much, Fritz. He makes a good souffle. I can tell you that much. I've been to his house. He made a good souffle for me. I know that much.
You mean he left some over for you?
Well, you know, it was a fight. You had a battle royal in his house to get it, but that was nothing. I don't want to get into that.
Well, that's good, but you know, I have heard people say that, you know, Chef would have a good physique if his stomach went out to make a career on its own.
All right, guys. Let's try to call the action here.
Well, that's what we're doing. We're waiting for some action here. There's been a little bit of stalling going on in the ring right now. Chef looking like he doesn't want to lock up with the Barbraian.
Well, look at the man. The guy looks like, you know, the Incredible Hulk? You just put green paint on the guy. He's as big as the Incredible Hulk. Big guy, strong guy. Seen him bend bars, too.
Well, you made a good point about Chef DZ's ring savvy. I mean, right now, he's not too eager to lock up. He's waiting. He can't beat him with power. That's obvious. So maybe he's going to try to psych him out, try to get him to where he's frustrated, maybe take advantage of him like that.
Anything's possible. I wouldn't want to lock up with the Barbraian one-on-one, and Chef should be smart enough to know that you can't go power for power with a man of that size.
Well, they tried to lock up just a little while ago, and I didn't see anybody. Here we go again with it. And what was it, a rake in the eye? Chef just raked him in the eye. Good strategy. Must learn it from my school.
Well, there's that ring savvy again, rake to the eyes. You can't really beat the guy hold for hold, so you got to do what you know how to do best.
Well, you got Chef taking a little advantage on the Barbraian right now. Rammed his head into the turnbuckle, now draping him over the ropes.
And the referee better to get out of the Chef's way, or otherwise he'll be going down too.
Well, if he keeps up arguing with the Chef, he's going to get quite a big surprise.
Oh, Chef should know better than to lay a hand. You can't lay a hand on an official no matter how you feel. You know how that goes.
Well, I do know this much. RC is back in the locker room right now. I was talking to him before I got out here, and he said he's going to be scouting the Hungarian Barbraian because, like I said, we want him as a part of the... There he is right there. You can see he's out there somewhere. He's going to be scouting because we want him to be the newest member of the Bodacious Alliance.
Well, while you were telling us all that, Barbraian laid a nice drop kick on the Chef, and also a nice drop. Chef looks like he's in problems already early on in this match.
And there a headbutt from the Hungarian Barbraian. Starting to work on him with some rights.
There's an elbow to the head. Chef looking a little dizzy, and a nice clothesline.
A major clothesline. I felt it all the way over here. This guy is strong. I'm telling you, he's going to be the newest member of the Alliance. You can bank on it.
Whether he's the newest member of the Alliance or not doesn't matter. This man could go far in the business as long as he's willing to continue to learn.
And he's learning by giving some leg drops onto the Chef.
Well, right now, DZ's learning that this wasn't such a good idea after all.
Maybe Chef would rather be making you a few more souffles.
Man.
Well, he'd be hurting less if he was.
I'll tell you what. I want to tell you something else, too, tonight. The Flamingo Kid Pinky, he stepped over the line, and he's going to get his butt beat just like the Chef right now. Oh, well, just like that, they turned it around.
There you go. There's that ring savvy again, waiting for that opening. And now the Chef, using to his advantage his enormous weight. And he drops right on the small of his back.
Barbraian looks like he's in a little bit of trouble right now, but it's hard just for a few shots like that to keep the Barbraian down.
Very hard.
I'm sure the Barbarian is just biding his time to get his win back.
Well, while he's doing that, DZ keeps jumping on him, keeps knocking his wind out, and now he's trying to fight back with some shots to the midsection, to the ample midsection of DZ.
Well, he's fighting back, though. And I can tell you this match can't go long, because if it goes long, Chef's going to be winded. You know all about that, though, right? Don't you, Q-Ball?
Well, I've been known to be winded at times.
I get winded, too, man. I was at home. I had a couple blondes coming over to the house, and it was.
Well, can we focus back on the ring, please?
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you.
How about that? The Barbarian, meanwhile, changed the tide of the match. Now he's in control. He was looking at that top turnbuckle for a second, but thought better of it.
Gave a nice boot to the head to the Chef. Another one. Chef down the middle of the ring.
You know, tonight, I got to get in the ring, too. And when I get out there to get in the ring, you guys are going to have to handle this on your own. I don't know if you guys can do that, but...
Oh, my God. We're going to have a match without him?
Anything is possible.
That's right.
As the Barbarian continues to work on DZ, DZ's a hard guy to get down. You can lay a few on him, and he will still stand up. Oh, knife edge right in the corner as he continues to work on the upper chest area.
Man, I don't know, but I think Chef's wearing him down.
You think the Chef is wearing the Barbarian down?
Yeah, it's you know, he told me.
He was using one of the Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope psychology. Right?
And look at that. Not even a man as strong as the Barbarian can pick up DZ.
Well, I think what happened was Chef fell down so that way he wouldn't have to get picked up by the Barbarian.
Well, maybe the ref should check. Maybe Chef greased himself up a little bit so he couldn't have that power slam put on him.
Well, he tries it again, and, well, he didn't get the full effect, but he still dropped on him.
Now it looks like the Barbarian's heading to the top.
If he hits him with this, I don't even know what he's going to hit him with, but it could be over.
Chef looks like he's already out in the ring.
Top rope.
Oh, a major headbutt. There goes the 1, 2, there goes the 3 count.
And his goose is cooked.
The Hungarian Barbarian comes out victorious on this one.
Well, guys, you knew it wasn't going to have a long duration, and it wasn't going to be a power match, because if it was, DZ wasn't going to win, and that's what it turned out to be, and that's why the Barbarian is our winner.
The Hungarian Barbarian comes out victorious on this one.
Let me tell you something. If this guy does join the Alliance, you would have a great guy on your team. But that still remains to be seen. In the meantime, he's victorious here tonight.
Chef will be heard from again.
Okay, well, we'll be back right after these commercial messages.
What do you think? Huh? What?
3 exciting steel cage matches.
These guys are scheduled, so who knows what's going on here?
Doing out here, Daredevil? They're not scheduled to be in a cage match. Vince Bono looking jacked. Vince Bono coming out. RC calling for the mic, and Vince Bono out here. What's the purpose of this?
I have no idea.
You know there's a distinction between these two, though. RC from T102. Big rivalry of theirs, Y102. Some real heat here.
Well, it's the battle of the boys from the radio station. I guess I've seen it all now.
It's a big ratings war. They're fighting over a 2-share.
All I know is Dirty Deeds is in the house. That's all that's important.
Mr. Ratings himself, Dirty Deeds, right here at ringside with us.
You got it, brother.
Darren, what do you think of Vince Bono?
I don't think too much of Vince Bono or that fat tub of lard.
RC having some comments directed towards you. Darren, he's talking to you. What's this all about, Darren? He's calling you a piece of crap, Darren. You beat him 22 times out of 22 times. 5-time welterweight champion. He's the money man. Special challenge match, I think. RC
But our very own colleague, Mike, what do you think about this?
I'm going to have to carry my weight as long as Darren. Vince
But did you guys get that? Vince Bono was a piece of dirty deeds right here, right now.
He must be retarded, Darren. Darren, I don't know what to think.
Yeah,
He got in the ring. Darren, will you kick his ass for me? Darren, we wish you the best of luck so you won't need it against this jobber. RC calling for the commissioner of RCW to sanction this match. I don't know what's going on. Is this going to be an impromptu match, Daredevil? I know there's been a big rivalry between Bono and Darren Wyse. I guess it's going to be a non-title match. Bono is still taunting Deeds. Wait. Darren calling over to asked him for the microphone from RC. I don't know what's going on here, Dave. Darren Wyse definitely wants to accept the challenge. For once, he was behaving.
We've only been on the air for 10 minutes.
Usually, he acts up within like the first 10 seconds.
You know what?
I don't think that's very nice, Darren. Darren's not ready yet, it seems. I mean, Darren's in his street clothes here. He was here to do commentating for tonight's matches. I guess Darren's had to go back to the dressing room. Darren, are you gonna kick his ass or what?
You got that RCW wrestling fans right here, right tonight. I'm going to give you all a special treat, one big thrill. You know, now here is the sad part of this whole thing. You guys are going to be on your own. Dirty Deeds is going to make my way back to that locker room, change into some wrestling attire, and come out here and show you guys.
Now here we have a guy who may very well be a top runner in this. He could be the wild card here. Guy's excellent in the ring, knows his way around the ring. He can take on more than one guy at a time.
I've seen Joe Graham wrestle on many occasions, and he could be the future in this one. He's great talent, knows what he's doing.
Most importantly, at all times in the ring, he knows what he is. And here comes the man right now, DZ. Now here's a guy that's going to be incredibly hard to get out that ring. This is where a guy like DZ really does have an advantage just because of his large mass.
Yeah, but he also has a disadvantage because he just went through a horrifying match with the Hungarian Barbraian. You know, you can tell he's not quite up to snuff right now.
Here's another guy that we may very well see in the end could be one of the final 5 or 6. This is a tough guy, and believe me, this is one guy who could, if anybody could throw DZ. These guys all coming out now, and look, oh my God, Tonto has hit the ring.
Well, they get The winner of the previous match still looked like he's ready to handle them all. And I believe he could handle them all if he really wanted to.
Here's another guy who I happen to think can be someone very important in this match. A guy like Flex Wheeler, he's strong. He can throw anybody out. He's one of the few guys who can go on a power move with a guy like Molson.
I think there'd be a big size difference there, you know. As I was saying, the size difference does matter. And here we have J Love now coming in, all smiles. Looks calm, collected, looks like he knows what he's doing, looks like he has a plan.
You gotta like this guy. He's always ready for some action in the ring. Well, we know that music, don't we now?
Yes, we do.
My goodness, you can't even see Vince Bono behind RC there. RC leading his charge, Vince Bono out to the ring now. Bono looks to be favoring, oh, look who showed up again.
Well, now we know why he's not sitting here with us.
And Bodacious pretty good with some stiff words for Vince Bono. I'll tell you the truth, he's not giving him much of a chance. He's in there with men that are much bigger than him, much stronger than him. And Vince doesn't look too eager to jump in.
Vince doesn't look too happy right at this moment. The bell rings, and what's going on?
He went right out.
Vince, it looks like Vince threw himself out of the Battle Royal.
Yeah, officially, for the record, it will be Flex Wheeler throwing him out, but he didn't have to do much to get him out.
No, he didn't. It looks like he left RC and Bodacious a little bewildered.
Well, fans, we're going to try to call this action best we can. There's a lot of action in the ring, as you can see right there. The Barbarian working on J Love. He's got him in the corner.
You got Flex Wheeler working on Tatanto over there. Oh, now you got me doing it. Thanks a lot.
Well, there you go.
Well, here it is. It's actually Little Running Bear.
Little Running Bear.
You know, I'm back here, and you know what? I can't believe the disgrace that what just happened. Did you see? Vince Bono just eliminated himself. I am so upset with that I should go out there and you know what? As a matter of fact, after this match, I'm challenging Vince Bono to a match after this Battle Royal, because you do know the winner, the two guys that are last standing in this Battle Royal, become the RCW Tag Team Champions. Vince had a chance to be a Tag Team Champion, and he blew it.
You know, it looks like there's a lot of problems right now in the Alliance. Maybe you could fill us in on a little bit what's going on behind the scenes.
The only problem we have is Robert Litton, as everyone knows him as Vince Bono. I am so sick of this man. He's a nobody. We brought him in for one reason, to show the world, if you join the Alliance, you will win matches. When he joined the Alliance, he started winning matches, but without us, he'll lose again.
Well, those are some very stiff words. I happen to think that Vince, I think he's just been misled here and there. I just happen to think that with the right guidance, something can happen for Vince, something good in the wrestling business.
Anything can happen in the wrestling business, and right now what's happening is we've got a lot of carnage going on in the ring right now. You have the Barbarian on Flex, I do believe. Yeah, you have Jake Molson on.
That looks to be George Anthony back there.
Yeah, that's George Anthony. And you see the Hungarian Barbraian, of course. I told you, he's going to be a member of the Alliance. You watch.
Yeah, but I just saw Flex just take him down.
He dropped him face first. And now, J Love, and he caught him right in the midsection.
It looks like the ring has been emptied a little bit, listening to Bodacious over here during his little tirade on Vince Bono.
Yeah, but now looks like Love and Wheeler are beginning to work on the Hungarian Barbarian, and now Molson comes over and joins them. And this is the only way you can get a big guy like this. I know, look at that.
Well, there goes the Hungarian Barbarian. He's not out yet. He's not out.
The ref didn't call him out. I guess his feet did not touch the floor.
Yeah, that's right. In the Battle Royal, feet must touch the floor.
I told him that.
And now that looks to be Wheeler. And now, the Barbarian just got caught. He just got caught by J Love.
You can see the little signs of the wear from the previous match with Chef. Looks like it's starting to take a little bit of its toll. You got Flex Wheeler here trying to dump George Anthony over the side.
There's a lot on the line with this, Fritz. Don't forget, the last two guys standing become the RCW Tag Team Champions.
Now, of course, that could turn out to be a very interesting situation because you can be one of the last 2 men in there, and apparently it won't be George Anthony at this point. He's just been eliminated. But the thing is, you just don't know who you're going to end up there with. And now, oh, look at this.
Just as we're speaking, Sweet Daddy J Love and the chairman, Jack Molson, are the new tag team champs.
Look at this, and I think they're more surprised than anybody else as the Barbarian and Wheeler continue working outside the ring.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to head back to the locker room because Vince Bono, he's about to get his butt whooped by the Bodacious Alliance. You guys wrap this up.
Well, look at that. It looks like we have, and Flex is still working on the Barbarian. He seems to be very upset about having been eliminated. The Barbarian is about to take him in. Oh my God, that's a table. Oh, he just caught him.
Caught him on the table, and that's the size difference I was talking about earlier. Flex looks a little hurt, but you still have a very unlikely pairing standing in the ring of J Love.
I think
and Jack Molson.
And he just struck the referee. That'll cost him some dollars in the pocket.
That'll cost him some big dinero in regional championship wrestling. They don't go for that around there.
Gets a quick drink and he's out the door, but in the ring right now, our new RCW Tag Team Champions. Most unlikely player, we think. I couldn't even have imagined these two in a team, let alone as tag team champions.
I never would have imagined it.
Well, as it is right now, the referee is raising their hands. They are the official new RCW Tag Team Champions, and it'll be interesting to see how they work together as a team.
I was just going to say that, what kind of unit they'll be together. Do you think they'll work together? You know they've had their troubles in the past.
Well, I think that one of the things that gets missed tag team, good tag teams, is a common goal. And when you have gold strapped around your waist, you tend to want to keep it. So even if the guy wasn't your best friend for a long time, all of a sudden you find yourself, as you can see, they seem to be making up for past differences, and they're ready to defend their titles. I think
when the scenario comes into play, everything else goes by the wayside.
And as you see walking away, the new RCW Tag Team Champions.
They look happy about it too. The fans are happy. The fans are a little bit, and right now we're going to break for commercial, and we'll be back with you in a minute or two.
Bono is really too excited about getting inside the steel cage with Darren Wyse. Oh, look at that!
He opens up with a cookie
throwing
sheet.
him into the cage. We're getting ready to go here.
This is going to be a Donnybrook, a real Pier Sixer.
Yeah, Darren Wyse wasting no time going to work on Vince Bono.
Vince Bono keeping up with his constant offense against Darren Wyse of getting hit and getting beat upon.
Darren Wyse with a smart move. Not only can use the cage as a weapon, but he brought that cookie sheet that he obviously borrowed off the chef. Darren Wyse now throws Bono into the cage.
Sides cage match. Darren Wyse is down to two sides.
Darren Wyse now challenging RC. There's no way RC's going to be able to scale that cage and climb into the ring.
I don't think the door's big enough to get him in there. He'd have to get in the ring and put the cage around him, Dave.
That's exactly what would have to happen. They'd have to build it around. Look at this, Vince Bono surprising with some offense in this match. Bono trying to go for a body slam, barely able to get Dirty Deeds over.
Vince Bono.
Hey, 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 look who's back here. You know, I wanted to come out here and talk to you people because I want to talk to you about the Luscious One.
The newest member.
That's right, the Luscious One, Vincent K. Bono. I personally trained this man. When he joined Camp Casino wanted him to do this Hollywood Vince Bono thing. I don't think it's working for him. But tonight, you can see he's wearing my colors, red and black, baby. And tonight, Darren Wyse, the guy that used to color commentate with you guys, he's an idiot to accept the challenge, and he's going to go down tonight.
That boa looked pretty familiar. That's the Bodacious boa.
That's right, because the student is admiring the teacher, and he's showing you what I taught him. You see that? Watch this, watch this. Bam! I hope he took Darren's head right off.
So it's a matter of respect between you and Vincent K.
That's right, because he is the man. I trained him, and he's showing you everything. He can do everything I do. He can do. I mean, if you look in the mirror, he's a splitting image of me.
He's certainly showing me a lot more since he came under your influence than we've seen out of him before.
That's right. He's going to be more viciouser in the RCW. He's going to be more powerful. He's going to be more crafty. And when you got RC, the leader, one of the heads of Bodacious Alliance, then you know then he's going to be having nothing but wins for his career.
With RC and ringside, he definitely stands an advantage here against Darren Wyse.
That's right. And you can see right now, right now Darren Wyse has the upper hand, but I don't think it'll be for long. Tell me I'm a better commentator than Dirty D's Darren Wyse ever was.
Dave, I think he's talking to you.
You know, me and Dave go back a long time, too. We were in grade school. Kids used to beat him up. I used to save him all the time.
But you took all his lunch money.
Oh, well, sometimes you got to eat twice. Look at that, look at that.
And I'm the one who's what about to be fat? I don't understand that.
Look at that. You see that? Dirty D's Darren Wyse is in a lot of trouble tonight.
Vince Bono continue to work on Darren Wyse here.
It's Vincent K. Bono. That's right.
What would the K stand for?
Well, see, the K is between the
Oh, and there's a rough landing.
Now, you think that's fair? That's not right.
Well, it's a steel cage match, pretty boy. Anything.
He landed on his knots there. That's K-N-O-T-S.
Yeah, well, I that's not right. They should disqualify these right now.
Anything goes inside that steel cage. You know that from your years of experience.
Oh, no.
Oh. Whipped him into the ropes, but the ropes are that close to the cage. When you send him in, his back just rams right into that steel.
That's okay. At the end, RC will rub Ben Gay on his back, and he'll be all right. Look at him. He's going to win.
Sign of some experience there,
Darren
knowing
Wyse
his
just
location in the ring, knowing he's right by the door.
You see that? That's because he was trained by the Bodacious Pretty Boy, the greatest welterweight that ever lived. And you can see RC shouting instructions.
I'm sure Darren Wyse would dispute that claim. That's all he talked about was his welterweight.
No pins here inside the steel cage. Wasting time going for a cover.
You see, that's instinct. Wrestlers know that to win a match, you got to pin. It's instinct.
So you're saying Darren might be out of his element here with Vincent K. Bono?
Well, I can say that Vincent K. Bono is out of his element because this is his very first cage match. He's never been in a cage match before.
Dirty Deeds trying to send him in. Reversal by Bono. Deeds sent into the turnbuckle now. Bono regained the advantage.
Wow, look at that kick. And when he kicks to put you in the mat. You see that? It's nice splash.
Bono now stomping away at Dirty Deeds.
And we're just a few minutes to see Doomsday Danny Rose get his butt whipped by the Flamingo Kid.
One of the prime members of the Bodacious Alliance.
That's right. He is the heavyweight champion, and there's nothing that anybody's going to do about it. Watch this. Watch this. No, wait a minute. Just
reversal by Dirty Deeds. He meets him with a clothesline. Dirty Deeds now got the advantage in his favor. Back body drop.
Oh. I can't stand here to see my boy getting beat up like this. Oh, I think that elbow was in the throat.
He may be jeopardizing his position, the Bodacious Alliance.
Well, he'll come through. He'll come through.
You don't sound so sure of yourself.
Oh. We've seen a little more of RC tonight than we expected
full moon
to
out
see.
Tonight, boys and
I saw full moon, and look at Vince.
Look at over here.
Look at Vince.
Dirty D, RC doing a great job at ringside.
Yes.
Vincent K. Bono able to get out.
You see? When you're a part of the Bodacious Alliance, you always win. There's no other way around it.
This is Pinky the Flamingo Kid, and you can call the world's hottest hotline at 610-736-0389. You got 4 options to choose. You never know what you're going to get. The hottest professional wrestling hotline.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is something I've been waiting on. Dr. Johnny Wildside against the Flamingo Kid Pinky, who has Pat Garrett on the corner. A lot's going on between. Look at that. That didn't phase him. This is a match between the Bodacious Alliance. I'll give you some more info. Oh, look at that nice shoulder tackle by Johnny. Oh, hip toss. Arm drag. Drop kick. And Johnny goes to the outside. I'm Barry J. Walker. This is Regional Championship Wrestling. You're seeing the Flamingo Kid Pinky versus Dr. Johnny Wildside with Pat Garrett. What a high cross body to the outside. Referee Dave Curley. I'll give you a little history on this. Dr. Johnny Wildside was sent by the Bodacious Pretty Boy to go after Pinky the Flamingo Kid after Pinky turned on the Alliance. And from what I understand, the Bodacious Pretty Boy is hiring anyone to get a bounty if they could take out the Flamingo Kid, and Dr. Johnny Wildside is the first to get that opportunity. That's right, the Alliance is done. Referee getting a count out as Pinky broke the count. This is going to be a good, interesting matchup. Of course, Dr. Johnny Wildside has the experience in this one. And I don't know, I can't see what's going on out there, but I see Pinky hitting somebody or something with a, I guess it's cane, who he gives to Dave Curley, who needs to get out there and get these guys in. This is an outdoor event right here at the Pat Garrett Stadium. An outdoor stadium with Pat Garrett. Dr. Wildside taking his time out there. He's hurting though. He should have got disqualified, Pinky, for using that foreign object. If this is an anything goes match, then okay, but I wasn't aware of that. Nobody told me. Johnny's taking his sweet time to get into the ring. And here we go. The Alliance explodes. Look at that. He raked him right in the eye. Actually just dumped him right in the eye. That's it. And there we go. Up and down. Nice body slam by Dr. Wildside. Wildside's going to definitely do a lot of power moves. His best bet is to just keep going. Oh, look at that. Nice. Elbow right there. All that weight that Johnny has is doing good for him at this point, but he's not taking the chance to take the count. Except for now. Hey, get out of the... Hey, you! This guy ain't hearing me. I can't see. Neither can the fans. There you go. Idiot. All right, he sends him into the ropes. Kicked him right in the gut. Nice maneuver by Johnny. Gonna get roll up. Nope. I didn't know what Johnny was going for, but a roll up for the pin, that's how you gotta do it. Kicks him right in the back. Referee's just looking at him. He should be asking Pinky if he wants to give it up. Referee getting his back turned. He's talking to Pat Garrett. What's Johnny? Does Johnny got something? Oh, whatever he had, he just drove it right into Pinky's throat. Yeah, he has something under his arm, ref. Pinky's in trouble right here. A lot of things about this is it's a outside event. It looks just pretty darker at this point in time, so I don't think that the sun's going to hurt them with that. But the longer the match goes, I think it's going to be in favor of Pinky. And as you can see, Dr. Wildside is being as ruthless as he can be by choking him on the ropes. He needs to get this win. The Alliance is counting on him. Look at this. Johnny should be on top of Pinky right now. Pinky is a wily veteran as well. And there, he kicked him in the gut. Kicked him in the gut again. He's coming out of the corner. Is he going to suplex this man? Oh! That shows you some power there on Pinky, who's going to the second rope, and a leg drop. Pinky is really being loved here tonight. He's getting some love by the fans as they hate the Alliance. Look at this. No, oh, almost knocked over the ref. Ref would have been sandwiched. Pat Garrett's out there looking on. There's a chop right to the Adam's apple. I know Pinky wants to play dirty. Oh, there's a chop. He hits the ropes, but Johnny gets out the way, and over the top rope goes the Flamingo Kid Pinky. Johnny's looking all that now. He still has that foreign object. But now Johnny's making a mistake. He's trying to hide the foreign object when he should be outside trying to get Pinky back into the ring and get the pin. You can't win out there. I guess that's what he's doing now. He must have heard me. He sends Pinky back into the ring. I thought he was going to go after Pat Garrett, who got the cane in his hands. Johnny stepped back in the ring. What's going to happen here? He's going to set him into the ropes. Clothesline. I like how Johnny does with clotheslines. He just has like, take this. There, one. Is there a pin there? He dropped the leg and stayed on 1, 2. Nope. Now Johnny should be hooking the legs. I don't know. That's a lazy addict way of pinning somebody. Johnny should know better. Ooh, Pinky always blocked it twice, and boom, he couldn't block that one. Johnny blocked both blows that Pinky was going to give him and give him one of his own. And now he's playing to the crowd when he should be getting a pin. I don't know, without Pretty Boy out there, I didn't think Johnny's lost. The bounty match, that's for sure. That's what this is, a bounty match. Members of the Alliance are going after Pinky now. Looks like he's getting suplexed. Look at that, holds him up there. Boom! That could be over. Working on that back is something else there. 1, 2, not yet. And again, Johnny, with these lazy addict covers, he should be hooking the legs, and now he just got punched in the gut. I think it's the gut. I don't know. Looks suspicious, but he just took the taper off of his hand, and he's using it to choke down the Wildside. What is this, an anything goes match? Now you see Pat Garrett keeping the referee busy as Johnny's being choked out by the tape that Pinky had around his waist. Wrist, I mean. Referee's not even noticing it because he got it there. The tape has been removed. Oh, it drops a knee right in his face. I think Johnny's out to win now. Pinky looks like he's setting him up for his maneuver. If he does this, it's over. There will be no bounty to be collected tonight. And that's exactly what Pinky was telling everybody. He is not going to be losing to the Alliance. He's going up to the top rope. He misses his move. He missed his move. Johnny goes in with a kick. Johnny was playing possum there. That's what it was. The doctor is in the house at this point in time. He takes him into the corner. Forearm to the chest. Another forearm. He sends him into the ring ropes. Big backdrop. He hit that corner, comes out, gets backdropped by Dr. Johnny Wildside, who does another kick to the back. He should go for a cover at this point. But instead, he wants to put more punishment. You never know. The Alliance probably told him, listen, we want him hurting, beaten. It didn't matter about the win. Just beat him to a pulp. And he's doing that, too. He kick right there. Got him in the corner. A shot to the chest with his forearm. And another. You can see Johnny's might be running out of gas at this point. What's Johnny doing? He looks like he's grabbing that foreign object that he had earlier. Okay, he has him in. Oh! Hits him with a foreign object in the neck. Johnny Wildside is a veteran of the sport and knows what to do and how to manipulate the referee. And Pinky's finding that out the hard way. He picks him up right now, got him in a headlock. And boom, another one. He's using that foreign object pretty well, but he's not going for the cover, which is what, you got to win the match by pinning him. Oh man, Johnny yelling at Pat Garrett. He's going for a choke right now. Referee counting. the hatred with the Alliance and the Flamingo Kid Pinky doesn't match. I mean, it's amazing how powerfully disgusting the Alliance has been towards Pinky since he decided he wanted to go his own way. Power bomb. I think it's over now. But Johnny, instead of going for the cover, he's yelling at the fans. That's going to be a mistake. I think that's going to come back to haunt him later in this one. There we go. He's on the other side now. Go after Pinky. Now, Pat Garrett just tossed something into the ring, and Pinky picked it up, and he just used it on Johnny Wildside. And the referee saw it. There goes the bell, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. It's obvious Johnny won this by disqualification. Yep, that's what it is. Dr. Johnny Wildside wins this one. We'll have more with Regional Championship Wrestling when we come back. Oh, we're still on? Okay. Okay, then, that's it. We'll be back with more Regional Championship Wrestling after a word from our sponsors, as Pinky still does what he has to do with a foreign object. Regional Championship Wrestling. Like us on Facebook and subscribe to the YouTube channel.